Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. I want to wish you guys a very happy new year. So let's see what we got going on, and happy birthday to all of you out there. So let's see what we got going on for you guys, because it has been quite a hectic month. We got so much going on energetically. We got your solar eclipse on the 26th, so I believe that there has been a lot of shifts that has occurred in your life. So we are going to do the he says she says spread, and we're going to see what the energies are for you guys for the month of January. So let's go ahead and get started. I will have an extended video on Vimeo with some more guidance for you guys, so you can always check that out. So let's see what we got going on for my dear Capricorns. What are the messages for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising? So let's get it started. Let's get it started. What is the message for Capricorn? All right. Ooh. Good message to come out first. We got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So there's definitely been a shift mentally, putting you out of a burdensome situation where you were quite confused about a situation. I feel like you've gathered information. It might be through your own spirit guides. It does not have to come from outside. It could be like your own epiphany that came in. All right. Some of you may have been very much overthinking a situation and ready to let it go, right? Like ready to let it go, yeah. And it might have to do with some kind of an offer that could have been a rejected offer, or you may have been rejecting an offer. All right, there is some form of depression here that I'm seeing, which was related to the past that you are probably getting grip on. All right, like you're coming to a full understanding, a full clarity about why a certain situation had to go the way that they had to go. With the Four of Cups, there is definitely some disappointment. All right, there's a lot of disappointment still, but you are trying to release yourself mentally from the situation, even though emotionally you feel disappointed about how things went down with a specific situation or a relationship. All right, I do have here the Temperance card. So this is what I wanted to say before we even started with the reading. I do get the feeling that you guys have been protected and also guided by your angels or by your spirit guides to go through a specific situation. Could have been like past related or past trauma related that you had to go through, and it may not have been very pretty, but you may have been very much guided, all right, and protected, and you could most probably also feel that protection coming from the universe or from your spirit guides, despite the fact that it may have not been very pretty. All right, so that's what I'm seeing that you have been going through, Capricorn. So let's hope that that stays in the past, and let's see what we got going on. I want to see what's going on with your partner or whoever you are interested in. What's their energy about? What's their energy about? It has quite a heavy energy, is what I'm feeling. It's quite heavy. So this is going to be a very heavy reading, is what I feel is going to be. Yeah, Lovers card in the reverse is what we got here for their side. This is someone that... I want to say something, but let me just wait for a second. My God, Page of Wands reversed. No, Page of Wands upright, and the Empress reversed with the Lovers card reversed. So this is just the typical story of like a very strong connection that just does not want to get off the ground, all right, or not being chosen out of love, but being rejected for other reasons but love. or you know what I mean. So with the Empress in the reverse and the Lovers card in the reverse, seems like something just does not want to grow. All right, and I feel like there is this vibration, or there is this energy of like trying over and trying again, or trying to communicate as lightly as possible, but the connection that you once felt with that individual is just not there, or you may feel like it's lacking, or there might be a lack of growth when it comes to really putting things in fruition in the material world. So that's something that is quite disappointing. You know, that's very disappointing when this disconnection happens, and then you start over with like a brand new page, but then you know you feel like there is a lack here. I feel like there is a lack on their end, like a lack of putting things in motion practically in a situation. So that's not very, that's very disappointing. That's very, very disappointing. Like the growth is just not visible, right? Like the growth of the connection is just not visible for you. And that's because this person is not putting in the right energy. Like they may be very flighty, or they may text so now and then, but there is no depth in the connection. It was there, but at this present moment it's just like up in the air. It's very much up in the air. This person may be also trying new things in their life, trying to keep tabs on a lot of other things in their life. But this is also a situation that keeps on going in circles. Oops, all right, we got the Knight of Swords in your energy. And the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're holding back at this point, all right? Like you're watching this person's move, and the move is that there is no move at this point, all right? There's like a standstill, there's no growth practically, and that's something that, you know, you're trying to learn from, is what I'm seeing here. You try to watch what you say to this individual. You're watching whatever they're doing. Perhaps they are, you know, having new endeavors in their life, and you see that they do have the time to move things forward in other areas of their life, but when it comes to you, they may be very hesitant in making steps towards you. Like there's very slow progress, which is could be causing you to feel very conflicted, all right? Causing you to feel like I need to how do I say this, like you want to ask them, like, well, what's wrong? Like, why isn't this moving? But you're keeping it quite to yourself. But you're about to come to a boiling point with this Knight of Swords, that where you really want to rush in and to really ask questions about, like, why is this not moving forward? Like, what just happened between this, between the both of us? I feel a very disappointing energy. Like that's what I feel, like a very disappointing energy. Let's see. The World card in the reversed. Yeah, this person keeps on doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? Like with this World card and the Empress and the Lovers card in the reverse, like there's an issue that they just seem not to be able to fix in this connection, all right? And it's like some very big lesson that they don't want to acknowledge, or they don't want to fix in order to move things forward. Like they're stagnant, they're very stagnant. We've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and that's because they're not fighting for it. You know, that's the problem. So each and every time something happens, or you express your you express that you're not happy with a situation, or you let that know by any language, you get what I mean? They're not fighting for it. They're like, okay, well, whatever, you know, that person will come back around and we'll try it over. But they don't fix what the initial issue is, all right? And they may have been dealing with someone else as well in the past, all right? Yeah, and the Fool in the reverse. This person is very scared to open up. This person is very scared to, wow, Three of Swords though. Whoa, I told you this is going to be a very heavy energy. Gosh. This person is very much in pain. Oh gosh, sorry. This person is very much in pain at this point. They do want to have a second chance, but they're not going to jump off the cliff, all right? Like, this is the World and the Fool in the reverse, and after the World comes the Fool, all right? So they are definitely also up in the air, but they're not fighting for it. That's the issue. Or they may not even see their own problems in this situation, like what they bring to the table or what their mistakes are. What is their block? What is your blockage? Nine of Swords. This stresses you out a lot. Alright, you got the Nine of Swords. It's something that is really tormenting you, and you may be having a lot of, you know, traumas, like I said, coming up, like sleepless nights, not being able to figure things out, and trying to gather as much as information as you can about this individual. But I feel like you're seeing them running around. That's like what I'm seeing. Like, you see that they are running around with the same situation or the same issue, but they're not doing anything about it. And you may be very tired of doing anything about it right now, so you're just letting it also be quite in the air. What's the blockage for Capricorn? 10 of Swords. Wow. So for some of you, this is a situation or relationship that is really coming to an end, and some of you just do not want to accept that. Perhaps that's the Four of Cups, like, I don't want to accept the ending, like there is still potential, even though this is not moving forward right now. But with this Nine of Swords and the 10 of Swords, you know, you don't want it to end, but it is in your blockage. It feels like it's already wrapped up, it's already ended, but you still are, you know, prolonging it, or like you're longing for that, you know, for that justice to come, all right, for that balance. Like, you don't like to split with those kind of issues. You want to talk things out, you want to be on the same page. Even if you're in the middle of a divorce, like, there can be a lot of heavy energy surrounding this situation, and you just want to have peace, you know, you just want to both people to be okay with each other. And at this point it feels like both of you are not very okay with what the situation is, or like not seeing eye to eye. But you're needing to surrender to this, because whatever it is, the worst is over now. But now it's like, how do we get back on a harmonious path, right? It does not mean that you have to reconcile, you have to be together, but it does ask for a lot of forgiveness for both ends. What is their blockage? Queen of Pentacles. What's the blockage? What's the blockage? And the Star reversed. So you're dealing with someone that is definitely losing a little bit of faith, all right? There might have been a mother involved in the situation, their mother involved. Maybe their mother is pushing them to act a certain way, or could be regarding money, all right? But what I'm seeing here is that with the Star, this person is kind of like losing their faith in a situation, whereas they're not nurturing the situation anymore. And we saw that with the Empress as well. And they're trying to focus more on themselves and not giving a shit, is what I'm getting. Like, that's kind of like the energy that they are sending out. I think deep down inside, this person does really care for you and does really want to work on this, but from their point of view, I feel like they want to see changes from your end, and you want to see changes from their end, and it's kind of like clashing at this point, because both of you could be quite stubborn about it, as in like, no, you need to make the first move, oh no, you need to make the first move. And that could be something that is playing along like for a very long time now, maybe for 2 years or something, and it's at a standstill because of that, because it's now some kind of a power struggle that is that you both are not even aware of, is what I feel. Like this person is definitely losing their faith, very much focused on their career and finances. Let's see, what is your hopes in this situation? 9 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So you're definitely having your guards up here, all right? You are still holding back a lot, and you're trying to release the situation. It's really burdening you with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're so caught up with the intensity of it that you may even reject all other offers, or you're not even focused on, you know, trying to make amends towards this individual. Like there is this energy of like, I'm fed up because I did not get what I want, and not in like a childish way, but like you're so disappointed at the situation that you don't even want to deal with it. Like you're becoming very, yeah. You definitely don't want to hoard anymore with the situation. You're trying to release it. You're trying to release this burden, but it's still on your mind though. Or you're trying to, you know, find a way to get some answers from their behavior or from the social media, or you're watching their moves, you're watching their social media, like I said, just to get some kind of a clue of what is going on. And I feel like you're not succeeding in getting any kind of clue yet. It's kind of like when you know, when you just want to see if someone has moved on, or when you just want to see if someone is dealing with someone else, and it's not there, so it keeps you in the limbo, right? Like you're like, how can I know whether this person has moved on, or maybe they're interested in someone else? Like you just want to know those things, but you just seem to not find it through the universe. You got the Emperor. Like I said, this could be definitely someone that is Two of Pentacles in the reversed. I do still think that this person wants to make things work, but they're not going to make the first move. They're just going to wait until you make the first move. They're not going to bend over and left and right to prove a point to you. Like they're just going to sit there and just watch you come towards them. And I feel like that's what this power struggle is, because you both are in the same position of like, no, you come to me first. And that's when this person is like, no, I am right, you come to me. And that's kind of like the situation. Like what can you do about that? Like, and to be honest with you, when you're dealing with a love situation and that's like the biggest issue, that's not even an issue. Like that's something that you need to get over, you know. I understand that you've been disappointed or you've been rejected, but you know, if it's going to be like who makes the first moves kind of energy, you know, that should not be depending on love. Like love should be like free. It should not have restrictions on like, okay, I'm not going to do this until that person does that. No, just be yourself and just express yourself, express how you feel, express the person what is going on your end, and you'll see whatever happens. All right, like waiting for someone else to make the first move is not very courageous. All right, so if you are courageous in love, then it should be you to make the first move. That at least you can say like, well, I've tried, I've done this, and I know, I hear you say like, but I've tried like many times before, but that was then. Like this is now, and that was then. So, you know, because otherwise this situation is going to go on, because with the Five of Swords, you both are in this competition, as in like, no, I'm not going to be the one that makes the first move. And that's exactly what this whole reading is about. I cannot believe that it's just the same old story over and over again. You know, what the heck is going on? I seriously cannot even get anything out of these cards than that. So we got the King of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Wands upright. Outside influence. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. You got the King of Wands, you got the Seven of Wands, and then you get the Queen of Wands. Okay, no words needed, right? Like, this is the couple, but then the masculine energy is furious. They're not in their highest masculine energy right now, and the Seven of Wands is both of you crossing this line in the sand and saying like, nope, you are going to cross it first. No, you are going to cross it first. All right. So, but at the end of the day, you're still like a power couple, but you're using that power towards each other. You get what I mean? That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. And it makes you both very disappointed, both very unhappy with the situation, both not, you know, growing in the situation. And there is a lack of vitality. You both are using your power against each other than using it to, you know, build up with each other. That's what I'm seeing very, very clearly. Six of Swords. That's you trying to move on. That's you trying to move away from the situation. All right, but you're leaving with like a whole baggage. You're not happy to even move forward. You leave because you tell yourself like, that's the best possible option for me. All right, but you're definitely not happy to leave this situation. Gosh, look at that. You got the Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So, even, like, no matter where you go, no matter if you just travel overseas and you pack your bags and you go whatever you want, you keep on thinking about this connection. It just like, you can't get it out of your head. And despite the fact that you still feel that strong connection, despite the distance, mental distance, psychological, like every distance that there is in this connection, you're still not going to open up. You're still not going to, you know, take this opportunity to make it work, because you feel like all is kind of like lost. And I feel like you both are feeling like that. Why you guys are... Oh my god, this is so depressing. It's so depressing. Like, seriously. I'm gonna pull some cards for you guys because I don't like to cut this off like this on your birthday. I feel like this is a situation that both of you can't turn around, but you know, there needs to be free will for both of you, and both of you need to realize that no matter how far you guys are away from each other or there is a distance, this connection is still very, very strong. But you know, focus and discernment. So if you, like I said, if you do focus on this connection to make things work, you will make it work. But I feel like for some of you, you're a bit clouded in your head. You don't know how to fix it because you have already programmed in your head that you should not be the one that fixes this problem. And if you continue with that reprogramming in your mind that you can't fix the problem, then guess what? There will not be a problem fixed until the universe steps in. So you needn't use your discernment in the situation. You know, detach from anger, detach from disappointment, detach from emotional suffering that you have, that has been between both of you, and make a decision based on both your discernment and your heart. Like they both need to be in alignment with one another. I can't believe that this spread has been this simple. Like, that's so weird. That's so weird. It's like one very strict message. That's it. That's about it. Let's see. balance spirituality and practicality. I mean, what did we just talk about, right? And look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius and full moon in Pisces. This is exactly what this message was about. Like looking at the bigger picture, not looking at like those small little details, as in like I crossed the boundary here, I crossed it here, and this person needs to do that in order for this relationship to move forward. It needs to come from both ways, and you both need to come in that alignment. Instead of like fighting each other off, you know, try to work with these boundaries that you have set by talking about those boundaries. All right, like both talking about those boundaries, like, hey, yo, this is what works for me, this is what does not work for me. I am ready to make amends, but only if you do X, Y, and Z and you do X, Y, and Z, right? So you both need to look at the bigger picture in this connection, definitely, and trying to make the best out of it. A personal issue reaches resolution. It is going to come. It says full moon in Cancer, which is next month. All right, so next month you will definitely find the solution to this problem, or to this individual's problem. And I feel like there is going to be movement, but until then I feel like you are definitely being suspended. How do you say it? Like suspended, I'm sorry. To figure it out on your own. That this is just a power struggle that both of you need to get over. All right, or learn how to deal with those boundaries you set. Like boundaries does not mean like, okay, I put the boundary and nobody can ever cross that boundary or talk to me or whatever, and I'm just going to shut myself off. No, it still needs to be, you know, in some kind of a alignment with, how do I say that? I forgot the word, my goodness. Agreement, you know, there needs to be some communication and agreement on your boundaries. Like, did you tell this person about your boundaries? If not, you know what I mean? That's your answer. You get me? So I am going to continue, my dear friends. So I hope this reading gave you enough information. It was straight to the point, and usually I am quite all over the place, but I could not get any other place but like the boundaries. All right, so take care, guys. I hope you guys have a happy birthday month, and if you want to have some more guidance, you can find the link down in the description box below this video. Much love to you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribe, and I see you guys very soon. Thank you for your support, and bye.